What I am doing, and what I do on a professional basis every day, is I take the meme culture world, the meme world, prequel memes, Star Wars memes. I mean, some of the best memes out there are Star Wars memes. And you apply that to politics, and you are able to get an intersectional point where you can get a young kid or some young person who might know Star Wars but doesn't quite understand what's going on with impeachment, and you can frame it, the world for them, based on Star Wars, and actually bring them into the political process, which is very important.
I'm Dave Rubin, and according to the Wikipedia editors, this is the Rubin Report. As always, guys, make sure that you're subscribed to our channel by clicking subscribe over there and clicking that notification bell. And more importantly, joining me today is the Chief Creative Officer for Turning Point USA and meme maker extraordinaire, Benny Johnson.
Fantastic.
This
Perfect.
feels very overdue, man. How has this taken so long to happen?
You're a busy guy.
You're a busy guy.
You're a busy guy going around the world. Jordan Peterson. It's like, you know, like I cut his IQ in half. You got me.
Yeah. You're half of Peterson's brain.
I have a very room temperature IQ.
Room temperature IQ?
Very room temperature IQ. Very comfortable.
Well, I have wanted you on for a while. I'm glad we're finally doing this. And before, you know, normally when I start an interview, I kind of ask people their background, a little framing of the interview. But I thought first what we're going to do is we're just going to throw to this video that you just put up on Instagram. This is you going to, this is outside of the impeachment hearings?
Yes.
Outside of the impeachment hearings, you're asking questions about politics and Trump and impeachment, all through the lens of a little movie called Star Wars. Here we go.
Hey everyone, Benny Johnson here at the United States Capitol, where the impeachment trial of President Trump is ongoing. The Capitol has tens of leftist protesters gathered at it, calling for the impeachment of President Trump. Specifically, we're asking them if Star Wars references about President Trump are worthy of having him be impeached.
I am the Senate.
We're going to see if these leftist protesters believe that the president should be impeached, for instance, of killing a fictional general, General Grievous.
Hello there.
General Kenobi.
I can't wait to hear what they have to say. Let's go find out. Many people felt a disturbance in the force when General Grievous was killed. What do you think about the killing of General Grievous, and why, you know, was it right or wrong?
Okay. Nobody's saying that he was a good person. But there are a lot of bad people in the world, and we have laws. Everything what we do with our military should be according to law.
I love democracy.
With new X-wing technology, though, there's no telling what we could accomplish. I mean, you can get anyone anywhere.
Yes, yes, absolutely.
Use the Force, Luke.
Do you think that it was right or not right to kill General Grievous?
Well, it was clearly an assassination.
Oh, I don't think so.
People are saying that a thermal detonator was used for the assassination, and these are very dangerous weapons. Do you have anything to say on that? You seem to care a lot about this.
Technically, I can't tell you. I'm not sure about that yet.
Because he's holding a thermal detonator.
This is just like the kind of music that was being sang at Mos Eisley Cantina. It's beautiful. General Grievous was killed by the administration, by Trump. They were saying that was illegal. Do you believe in those kind of killings, or do you not?
We have a rule of law. If that rule of law says, if I think you're a bad guy, then I should be able to kill you, right? That's not our rule of law.
I killed them. I killed them all.
Our rule of law is if I think you're a bad guy, I'm supposed to take you to trial and prove that you are a bad guy. That is our rule of law in the United States of America.
You can't. He must stand trial.
Apparently he was killed with a thermal detonator. This is like concerning to a lot of people.
Yep. And the rule of law, either we have it and we need to live by it, both the citizens and our government, or we don't, and we don't give a crap one way or the other.
My lord, is that legal?
I will make it legal.
All right, so that's just a small portion of this video that you put out there, and I think now my audience understands why I wanted to throw that before we do anything else here. Now, that one gentleman at the end did make a good point. Should we not have taken General Grievous in and put him on trial? I mean, he was the leader of the Separatist army. He had just taken over from Count Dooku, who's a horrible human being. It's a good point.
Yeah, I mean, it's true. Who knows? I mean, if it was the Obama administration, definitely would have taken him out with a drone, would have never seen it happening. You know, he could have even been an American citizen. Would have been, boom, General Grievous gone.
When you do these videos, because I know most people watching them are going, oh, come on, he must have had to go to 1,000 different people to get the 5, 10
First 5
guys.
First 5 people. Not a single. I kept asking about General Grievous, and you can see in the video, I keep like pushing him like people felt a disturbance in the Force. It's very much a dark side to have this technology with a thermal detonator and X-wing technology to kill this general. No one, nothing. I even say later in the video that Trump should just execute an Order 66 and dissolve the Senate, and then he can just get rid of this impeachment fiasco.
What does this tell you about these people? Before we get to the Star Wars element of it and why Star Wars memes really do work, what does this tell you about a lot of the activists that are out there and people that are, you know, purporting to know everything about politics? I'm not even talking about these 5 people specifically, but these people that are just out there protesting all the time. And then whenever you see them challenge, you know, Crowder's really good at this, they just suddenly know nothing.
Yeah. So the purpose of a video like this is never to actually make fun of anyone. What I'm trying to do is to show that there is a bankruptcy when it comes to the understanding of why we are impeaching this president. Why are these people actually out there protesting? Every person in the video is protesting for Trump's impeachment. Yet even when asked if they should impeach Trump for killing General Grievous, which was my question, should we impeach Trump for killing a fictional Star Wars villain? They said yeah. And so what I am doing, and what I do on a professional basis every day, is I take the meme culture world, the meme world, prequel memes, Star Wars memes, I mean, some of the best memes out there are Star Wars memes, and you apply that to politics, and you are able to get an intersectional point where you can get a young kid or some young person who might know Star Wars but doesn't quite understand what's going on with impeachment, and you can frame it, the world for them, based on Star Wars and actually bring them into the political process, which is very important.
So what is it about Star Wars? Because I meme the hell out of Star Wars, probably only second to you, right? And there's something particularly about the prequels that the memes just, you know, how does democracy die with thunderous applause, and I am the Senate, and all of those lines, they seem so powerful right now. And it's like, what do you think it is about Star Wars specifically that leads to this? Where other movies, you can meme some things from other movies, but not like the endless amount from Star Wars that just feels right for the moment all the time.
Star Wars was, if you rewind the clock back to George Lucas, he based the Empire on Nazis, and he based the rebellion on fighting Nazis. And so for people like us, particularly, you were able to find these moral threads that you can pull out of the basic Star Wars story. The evil of oppressive, overarching, brutalist government, how it tries to squash hope, how hope must rise in order to fight that greatest evil, which is an oppressive, overarching, massive, usually by emergency powers government that can take over all of our lives. And that is the truth that this was based on. And I think it hits at a human truth. Truth that goes all the way back to our founding, and much of the Renaissance good that comes from the idea that man is man, and man wants freedom, and man has liberties that should not be corrupted and oppressed by a government.
Well, it's funny because even though you're doing it in a funny way there, we could talk about the idea that should the Jedi have captured Grievous, he was the leader of the Separatist army, right? So he was an insurgent. But should they have been allowed to just kill him, as Obi-Wan did, or should they have captured him and taken him in for trial? That actually is an interesting philosophical point that we debate all the time, because that's to your point, that when we killed Soleimani, everyone was saying, well, you can't just kill the guy, you have to bring him in for trial or the rest of it. I mean, that really all does add up to why memes work.
Yes, correct. Memes are a piece of non-corporate, non-establishment media imagery that reflects a moment in culture and reflects something that we're all going through and explains it in a very simple and shareable way.
If you're looking for more honest and thoughtful conversations about politics instead of nonstop yelling, check out our politics playlist. And if you want to watch full interviews on a variety of topics, watch our full episode playlist all right over here. And to get notified of all future videos, be sure to subscribe and click the notification bell.